Hello everyone, it's PenguinSal here again today, and we are back rocking another indie demo today. This time it's for ForeTales. This is a game I know absolutely nothing about, but I gotta say, I wanted to check out the demo for this one because I saw, as of this recording, they had a pretty big sale on this game on Steam. I think it's 70% off right now. So I really wanted to dive in, try out the demo, see if it's something we'd want to pick up and play more of the full game, if it captures our attention enough. So without further ado, we're going to dive into ForeTales. Let's see, choose where to go next. A mysterious patron, Volpain, needs money to help his father and the local miners. His friend, Leo, says that there's someone in town with a very lucrative job offer. Well, I guess we're going to take that. Didn't see a lot of options. Welcome to ForeTales, an adventure game where you progress by combining cards and exploring decks. It sounds cool. This is it, Volpain, our ticket to the easy life. One last job and our days of stealing apples from the market are behind us. That's what you said the last time. So who is this contact of yours? His name's Timothy. He says he has work for people like us. And you're sure he could pay? Because I could really do with the money right now. Don't worry, he promised a hefty reward. Should be more than enough to help your father and the miners with their strike. And for me to take an early retirement. He's just a little difficult to track down in town sometimes. We'd better ask around then.
He looks like a good place to start.
A typical region of the game is composed of 3 to 6 location cards placed on the board. You can learn more by hovering your cursor over them. Sometimes clicking them will also trigger some dialogue or a reaction from your character. Try it out for yourself. Click on the left card with the beggar. He'll remind you of what he wants. Good day to you, young bird. How can I be of assistance? We're looking for somebody by the name of Timothy. I see. A very secretive fellow, is he? I think I heard something about him the other day, but sadly my memory isn't what it once was. Right. And what might jog your memory, I wonder? A bite to eat usually does the trick. About 5 apples should suffice. 5 apples, that's enough to last a few days. Ignore my friend here. We'll come back with some food for you. Ta-da! I saw that glow. Okay, so the beggar. Nothing happens in Eisenberg without the old beggar knowing about it. He's always willing to share his knowledge for food. Marketplace. The sights, sounds, and smells of the city intermingle in this bustling hub of commerce. A great place to trade goods. The apple merchant. Don't be fooled by his jolly banter. He's as much a gossip as he's a merchant. We're going to go to Apple Guy. Apples, fresh apples. No maggots in them or nothing. Yeah, I gotta stop saying that out loud. Okay, so they don't care about him. We'll go to the marketplace, I guess. Or we want the beggar. Would you spare a morsel of food for an old beggar? I wouldn't call 4 or 5 a morsel. Listen, man, and work for an old man like me. I'd like to see you try it. Yeah, you'll get your food all right. Let's get started. ForeTales is all about combining cards for unique and often surprising effects. You have 2 types of action cards at your disposal. Oh, that's these, I guess. Skill cards of your adventurers, and consumable cards. Targets will often be location cards, but not always. When you hover over one of your cards, possible targets are highlighted, along with hints as to what might happen if you play them there. Take a moment to explore your current cards, and see if you can figure out a good way to find enough food to proceed. So, we have Pepper Diversion. The perfect way to cause a commotion. And okay, so you could use that on the merchant guy to probably steal his apples. Eavesdrop. You can learn a lot when you take this time to listen. Aim shot, a deadly shot in combat that can also take out enemies from a distance without raising alarm. Okay, so we could kill the merchant guy. Survivor's sense. There's food everywhere if you know where to look. Okay, so that looks like it'll give us 2 food from the market. Rallying cry, an inspiring call to arms that draws out potential allies in the area. Money. It makes kings of men, buys forgiveness for lost souls, and can even start a war or 2. It can also be used to buy apples. So we could give 2 money to get 2 apples from that guy. Food. Staying alive is not a complicated business. Eat, drink, sleep, repeat. The tricky part is finding vital resources in the world where everyone's struggling to get by. Okay, so that guy wants 5 for knowledge. A good deed can open many doors. Having respect of the community is always a good way to achieve your goals. Okay, so we could use this fame to just get 2 apples from the guy. Grim. theft, murder, violence, and general lawlessness. A reputation like that guarantees respect among outlaws and makes law-abiding citizens quake in their boots. Okay, so we have to find some combination, I'm assuming combination, to get enough apples. Oh. Well, we get 4 apples if we kill the guy. Nimble hands, we can steal 3. We could also... Okay, I wonder if we can do nimble hands and survivor sense. Let's try that. But we will move to the next location, though. We're gonna try it. Okay, so we've been granted 3. Smooth, he didn't notice a thing. Okay, so that'll flip to the next one. One very important rule to remember. You can only play 1 card per location. Sometimes it will transform the target card into another, but most of the time it will just consume it and travel to the next. A standard used card of the board will go back to the bottom of the exploration deck. And once a slot is available, it will automatically be filled with the top card of the deck. You can't run out of location cards, because they always cycle. That's cool. Okay, wait, so do we get that back? We got Nimble Hands back, so can I just play these forever? Uncertain. Because we only need 1 more food now. I'm going to try Nimble Hands, but this time on this. Adds 1 creature to the search party. Is that... Are we the search party, or is that a bad thing? I don't know. No point letting it go to waste. A thief! Guards! Yeah! Oh, okay. He's the search party.
Yes. They don't like when you do that.
Okay, they didn't like when we did that. Let's see what this guy knows. Lead the way. Okay, so they didn't like that we did that.
I don't know what you did to wind them up, but they look mad.
Whatever you say. Beware, a hostile token is blocking this card. You won't be able to play any cards on Suspicious Street until you get rid of the bandits. If you click on the token, you can see the creature forming the group and decide whether to engage or not. Most confrontations start with a negotiation phase. If you have the correct resources, you might discard the threat without violence. But if you don't absolutely need to play here, you might as well try to avoid any conflict and play out other cards available. Okay. So we made a guy mad because we nimbled. Bandit token, a group of aggressive outlaws. In order to play on the card they keep, you have to get rid of them, and violence is not the only solution. Okay, well, we have enough apples now to get our knowledge from this guy. Oh, thank you, young bird. Now, about this Timothy chap. But of course, where are my manners? Here, follow this path.
That should show the way.
That should show the way. Heartwarming stuff indeed. Thanks for the tip, friend. A good day to you, bird. Well, what now? I suppose we should follow the old beggar's directions on the piece of paper. Sometimes you'll have to seek directions to progress in the story and reach new destinations. Check the descriptions on your cards. Okay, so we got this. Directions to Timothy. The old beggar has marked the map with Timothy's location. All Volpe needs to do is find the nearest marketplace and follow the directions from there. Are you a market? No. Neither are you. Okay, so we can't actually do that yet, so we'll have to advance somewhere. A good place to refresh himself or make a wish. Okay, so poor district. Okay, so we have to do something. So we could use the money to gain fame. We could lose food to gain 4 fame. We don't have 2 food to give, though. Rallying cry. We could get a new location. We could get a... We can get a fame and a food? Let us try the rallying cry here. That's going to move us to small crowd. I'm going to try it. That sounds cool. This looks like a good spot to refill our canteens. Can we get ourselves an apple? Over here! And we get ourselves a fame. Okay, I see. So these consumables aren't really cards. They're not like a consumable you use a card, they're gone. It's a collective of your resources. Leo's mighty roar drew a crowd of curious townsfolk. Curiosity may have killed a cat, but it never fails to draw a crowd. Okay, so we can just move forward. Nimble hands. Oh, we could get a Grim. And we could get 2 money. This we can get a... I don't know what that bag is. Let's try to get whatever that bag is. You receive Chit Chat. Good to know. So we got Chit Chat. from the crowd.
Something told Volpan
Uh-oh.
that these chaps weren't here to talk.
Whoa. We may have to kill. We got this. Local chit-chat. A little morsel of gossip heard around town. It mightn't be worth much, but it's a conversation starter. Okay, so we have a couple of baddies now. I can't even use this on this guy. Do I have to click on one of you? Like... Here are the enemies watching location. Brawler. She prefers to let her fits do the talking. They don't have many nice things to say. Street thug. Would steal for his own grandmother if she were as poor as a church mouse. Henchman. He didn't get where he is today by thinking for himself. Good at following orders. We are going to engage them and see what happens. So we can learn how combat works. Shush. You've started your first confrontation, but maybe there's no need for violence. Play any number of non-aggressive cards or start the parts with a combat card or the auto-battling token. Okay, I see. Rolling over cards at your disposal, you may discover ways to get rid of some of your opponents. Get rid of enough opponents, bring the morale of the rest of the group down, and they will flee. If you use an aggressive card, the confrontation will automatically turn into a fight. But if you don't have any cards to play, or don't want to play any cards, click the auto-battle token. Okay. So potentially there's other things we could do. We could grim a guy. I don't really know what that means. It makes a negative... Oh, we need that much grim probably to scare them, maybe? Okay, I see. So we need certain quantities of things. Like, we could pay them to leave. Are these buffs on ourselves? Is that what it is? Aimed shot. So we could kill somebody. Like, I could just do this and kill you in one shot, I think. Solidarity will make that guy flee. Nimble hands. We'll do something to that one. Peppery. We'll disorient them and make the one do something. Okay, so how do I know if something is a combat card? Start the fight with a Are all of these combat cards? But we could do this kind of thing to make, like, them go away. I'm uncertain. Let us... I'm going to do this on you. Take this. Okay, so that's not their health. That's their health. That's good to know. I thought this was their health. From now on, both sides will automatically attack the opponent directly opposite or to the left if no one's in front. Between each round of attack, you can play one card per adventure. Again, if you don't want to play cards, you can use the auto battle token. Die.
Well, they started it.
Okay, so we got fame.
Just finished it.
Ow. Ow. Okay, they fought each other, I see.
That one had kids.
Oh, he thinks that one had kids. You fought the enemy morale down to 0. All remaining hostiles will flee. When you trigger a panic, each fleeing enemy will grant you 1 fame, whatever their level.
So soon?
Thanks for the fame, idiot. Okay, so I don't actually know what the number in the corner was. I kind of thought that that was their health. But no, that was something else. Okay, well, we made that guy leave. I don't know what this is. The rest deck. Rest cards can be used to recover some skills for your adventures. Don't dawdle too much, because the last rest card is always a synonym of game over. Huh. Interesting. So... we can do something. Let us do... what does it mean if something is like... that fame is dark there. What is that? How's it... oh, it's a location effect will give us gold. Interaction will gain us fame and move to another small crowd. I don't really want another small crowd. Okay, I see. So if we go there, we're essentially getting that no matter what. Oh, but that adds a guy to the search party. I feel like search party is probably bad. I'm gonna just do this. Whoa, would you look at that? Over here. Thanks for the stuff. This mighty road drew a crowd of curious folk. Okay, so we're not... oh, okay, we're not just getting the same cards back. I didn't know that. There's food everywhere you look. Can I do anything with this? These guys like local chit-chat. Give us fame. You don't stay. Thanks for the tip, friend. Yeah, give us that fame. We still need a marketplace. You're a marketplace, I think.
Volpan decided it would be a good idea to attack the City Watch guards.
Oh, interesting. We're gonna kill the guards, I guess. I think... Yeah, that's got the marketplace we're trying to get to. So we gotta fight the guards. Here are the enemies watching. It's just one Garbo guy. We shall engage.
The City Watch were famously corrupt.
Oh.
One simply had to find the right bargaining chip.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Okay, can't use that. We can use fame. If we choose to. We could use money. We could just kill the guy. What if we used a little bit of fame?
Excuse me, hero coming through.
Thank you, sir. Why not? Just try that out. Okay, so we can do the story thing.
With flying colors.
A heavily bandaged figure stood alone in the alleyway. He looked like he was waiting for someone. As Volpain and Leo approached, the figure turned to greet them. Ah, Leo, so you're finally here, and you brought the crow. I'm a shoebill. But of course you are. We heard you have work. Do I ever? But before we get down to brass tacks, I always like to get an understanding of who it is I'm working with. What do you mean? I'd like a demonstration of the value you'll bring to this operation. Demonstration? Yes, you know, skills, my boy. Show me your skills. The pair looked at each other perplexed. What did he mean skills? Skills in combat, sleight of hand, or maybe just a good old trick shot from Leo? By scanning through your cards in your hand, you'll be able to determine which ones can be played. The card in hand will always highlight the game board. Try hovering over cards and see which one Timothy would like. He'd like Peppery Diversion, he'd like Nimble Hands, he'd like Aimed Shot. You could also just use Grip. I'm going to hit him with a little bit of a... Let's do a little Nimble Hand action. What if I were to steal your purse right from under your nose? That would be impressive, especially as you just warned me you're about to... Hold on. With a wry smile, Volpain produced a finely embroidered purse full of gold. The masked figure was taken aback. Very impressive indeed. Here you go, all present and correct. I'll tell you what, keep it. Consider that your first payment. Oh. Oh, thanks very much. Now then, perhaps you'd like to tell us what you needed. I would like for the two of you to acquire an item from me. An instrument, in fact. A very rare and beautiful lyre that is currently in the possession of an esteemed Lady Cattell. You mean the old bat lives in the hill? I wouldn't call that her to her face, but yes, that's her. I'd like you to break into her manor, steal the lyre, and bring it to me at the Holy Grove. The Holy Grove? I know the place well. I'll get you there myself, Volpain. Excellent, then I shall leave you to it. I look forward to our next meeting. Alright, we've got a job to do. At long last. We can get straight to it if you think we're ready to go. Or we could spend some time on the streets to prepare. It's your call. Remember, you only have a limited number of skill cards in your adventurer's deck. Spending too many of the skill cards will tire them out. If you want to recover skill cards, you'll have to use rest cards. Interesting. Go on, click the rest deck and try the first one. I don't want to. At least one of your adventurers has only a few skills left in their deck. Maybe you could use some rest deck. You may rest by the campfire. Okay, I didn't see that. Since rest cards will give skill cards back to all adventurers, it's often a good idea to use actions from your adventurers and not just one. It's often a good idea to use actions from all of your adventurers and not just one. If you spread the effort between them, they won't have to rest as often. So what do these do? These are the rest cards left in this region. You can roll over all cards to discover their effects, but you can only use the top. Rest. An uneventful stop. Recover up to 3 cards per adventurers. Interesting. How do I know how many cards they have? Can I check here? I don't know how many cards, like, they have. Okay, here's the skill deck. So he's got 6 cards left. Volpain's only got 3 cards left. Okay. We'll use the rest. We'll try it. Ta-da! Okay. Feeling better already. You recovered some skill cards and suffered no consequences. Don't always expect it to be so easy. The next card in the deck will cost you health or food. And the last card in the rest deck is always a game over, so be sure to check out how many times, you can hope to rest in a region. Once you move on to the next region, the rest deck will be replaced with a new set, and the number of rest cards in the next region is independent of how many you've used here. Okay, so you can use as many as you want here. It doesn't impact the next region. You have completed this region. You can either click continue to proceed to the next region, or you might want to spend some time here to gather resources and allies. A noisy tavern, the perfect place to get some rest and recruit fellow adventurers. Stay a while, listen closely, and you might hear something useful. I would like a new ally. How do I get an ally? What is that? What is the thing that looks like an eye? What is that? Add 2 creatures to search party. I don't think that's a good thing. I kind of wanted new buddies. Maybe I'll just buy some apples. I will take some apples. Ta-da! Oh, apple guy. Oh, we could we could give him 2 apples to get 2 money back. So essentially we would be getting 2 apples for free because we'd get the money back from before. I don't really want to do that though. I kind of want the apples is the thing. We could give 2 food to gain 4 fame though. I kind of want to do that though. I don't know what the most important resources are yet. Bless you.
Are you sure about that one?
I don't know.
Looked pretty well fed to me.
I have no idea, dude. Okay, we're gonna move on. Somewhere in the garden, Leo has brought Volpain to the city gardens where food is plentiful and secrets lurk around every corner. Deep in the labyrinth lies our hero's destination for the evening, Lady Catel's manor. Bum bum. Watch out, guards! Whoa! Okay, they're in the search party. There are now several hostile creatures in the search party. A deck of cards representing animals chasing your party of adventurers. Each time a new location card appears on the board, if it has a search party call token with an eye, it may spawn a group of enemies. Some of your actions may also add hostiles to the search party. Hostiles that you may face later, so be careful. Okay, I see. So that's gonna get one. Right then, Timothy said the instrument is inside Lady Catel's manor. The big house with the labyrinth? That's the one, but getting through the hedge maze is going to be tough. I think I saw some gardeners wandering around earlier. Maybe they'd know the way. Okay, so that's gonna get some
Better have a warrant.
stupid guys. That was a guaranteed stupid guy, I guess. Okay, so that was the garden. The orchard. The vegetable labyrinth. Lady Catel's manor is surrounded by a bewildering labyrinth full of wrong turns and dead ends. It's almost impossible to navigate without directions. The gardener. He knows his way around the gardens like his hand. If you're polite, he'll even show you where the best apples are. So I wonder if we can get info off of this guy. What is that bag looking thing? I never remember. Oh, we received the gardener. I will give you $1, and I would like to gain you. Now all we need to do is lead the gardener to the labyrinth, and the rest should be easy. We'll see about that. We shall see about that. Whoa.
There has to be a way in.
What is this? This is the locked greenhouse. Heavy chain blocks the way to the greenhouse. Breaking the glass would attract too much attention. There has to be a quiet way in. Okay, I see. So we can just take the gardener here, or we can try to do one of these things. Is there a point to these? Let's see. Fruit is a cornerstone of the average citizen's diet. Only nobles or skilled hunters can claim the much rare and tastier insect meat. Patrol garden. The city gardens are usually well guarded to make sure the starving citizens don't get any ideas about that fruit. The locked greenhouse. A heavy chain blocks the way. Okay. I'm just trying to... Is there a reason to go for one of these instead of just doing the garden thing? I don't know. What is this? Oh, that's the rest deck. It just looks different. Who's in here? I got a 3 health chap, a 2 health chap, and a 1 health chap. Let's try to get to this thing. Just for funsies. Switch it up, you know?
They might be persuaded to
What is this?
forget about all this.
Oh, that's
For
some
the
more
right
red. Oh.
price.
Okay, it goes down when one of them dies. I see. So it doesn't actually matter which. Okay, so we could fight or we could do something else. We could fame them away. What if I famed you away?
My friend Volpan needs no introduction.
Exactly. And what if I then also famed you away?
Good thing no one told them about all the, stealing.
Bye-bye, idiot. Look, I can see some documents through the glass. You think they'll be useful? Only one way to find out. Maybe that gardener could open the door for us. So would we use him up, though? Even though we need him for this? Well, sure, I can see map. Well, I want to know for sure. Okay. That may have been a mistake, but what are you going to do? This looks like a map of the labyrinth. Look, it's only the inner part of the maze. Why can't anything be simple? Better than nothing. I'm sure we could find something to show us the way to the middle. Or someone. Okay, so we got a map of the labyrinth. Which we can't actually use there. What's this? Okay, so we can get to... We can get healing balms. Maybe. Okay, let's Survivor Sense, get these healing bombs. Hey, this place is pretty well stocked.
Oh, bravo.
Thank you. Ah.
Here comes trouble.
Okay, they're running out of search party guys, though. Okay, the smell is repulsive, but its medicinal power is incomparable. Take internally or externally as needed. Chewing these roots can provide minor pain relief. Hand to an herbalist. Okay, I see. So they heal our guys. Okay, so the map doesn't do anything. This has got one bum. Yes, this has got one bum. What is the blocking? Oh, it's just... It's the orchard again. Oh, I guess... Bring it on.
You might be able to grease their palms on this one.
Maybe. Make him flee. The poor, the weak, and the needy will stick together to survive. And inspire compassion to attract potential allies. I kind of want to save that. That seems like it could be cool. Here, have some fame.
Oh, they must have heard of your good deeds.
Bye-bye. Let us into the orchard. Ooh, those look good. We can get fame back. We can get apples. We can get a bunch of apples. Give me a bunch of apples. Delicious. An apple a day and all that. You're right, you're right, you're right. What is this? On the scent. Years in the wilderness have made Leo an outstanding tracker with a flair, sniffing out food and whatever. Thorny bushes. You like scratches? Because that's what you'll get. Okay, so I'm guessing that's 1 damage if we try to go in there. He hates the labyrinth. You're not amazed? Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to try to get to this patrolled garden. So... Hello. We're going to have to engage you. You may have to die.
Nothing's worth a fight with the watch guards. Perhaps there's another way.
Oh, I can give this guy a singular apple and he'll run away. Have an apple. Bye-bye. Stun him. Kill him. I'm saving that kill. Here. We'll buy you off. Get lost. I'm saving that arrow. Okay, what can we do here is the question. We can just move forward. We can get some fame. What is the difference between the feet and the location? Like, what is this? Moves to the next location. Is that different than this? Oh, moves to the gardener. That moves to the orchard. This gains a feint and moves to the gardener. Over here! Need some help, sir? You're coming back with us, kid. We're gonna need you again. We could kill the gardener. I don't think it'd be helpful, though. But this... Okay, that just gives us the gardener the same as all the other stuff. Here. Give the gardener a little help? Sure thing. Okay, so now... I don't...
All right.
Yeah, who called the cops? Okay, gardener, take us into this. We have an appointment with the lady of the house. Would you show us the way through the maze? I've trimmed these hedges many a time. Follow me.
That's quite a
That looks terrifying.
statue.
Ah! What is it? Sorry, sir, I'd rather not go any further. What, you're serious? We're barely halfway. It's a statue, sir. Bad luck it is. Haunted. The gardener backed away from the statue nervously, leaving Volpain and Leo alone. I had to admit, it was a rather foreboding sight. Great. Shh, I think I hear a patrol guard coming. Quick, hide.
Fighting the local law enforcement? Doesn't seem like the
Patrol
smartest
took up
move.
position right in front of the statue. Oh, 9 patrols we can deal with. How are we going to find our way through the rest of the labyrinth? We found the map, remember? That should help us figure out the best route. Of course, let's take a look once we've dealt with the watch. Okay, so we had to... That's a lot. 9 is insane. Hello. That guy looks terrifying. That guy looks terrifying. Well... Let's see what we can do. Are the big guys hidden?
Everyone can be bought.
I'm wondering if they're hidden. Can I not get to them first? Here, have an apple. Okay, now that guy moved up. Okay, so we can use some fame on pretty much all of them. Or money. You're the only one who'll take an apple? So we can use fame. We can shoot one. If we need to. Peppery diversion doesn't work on the guy in the back, it seems. Okay, so I think what we're going to have to do is... We'll have to buy a guy, we'll have to fame a guy, and then we may have to shoot a guy. We may have to end up shooting this last guy. Otherwise, that's a lot of resources we have to give up. Yeah, some money.
Quick thinking.
Oh, actually, no, because they'll leave once one of them's gone. Go away.
Those good deeds are finally paying off.
Get lost. Chump. We're not afraid of anything, are we? Alright, we got directions. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go. Okay, so now we can use the map. Haha. If I'm reading this right, we should be there in no time. Good thing, too, it's almost night. Perfect timing, the darker the better.
That's Lady Catel's manor.
Uh-oh. Finally. Hey, maybe the hard part and it's all downhill from here. Wishful thinking. It's getting dark. Time to get down to business. Hold on a second. This could be our last chance to rest up. I need my nimble hands still ready. Sometimes your adventurers won't have their best cards in their hand, but don't worry. Anytime you're not in combat, you can trade a skill card for another. Just drag the card above the owner's deck and choose the new one. If the card is unavailable in your draw pile, you'll have to pay a fixed price of 1 food. It's a little expensive, especially considering you could have rested to regain several cards at once. The cost of resting can also be high. Careful not to burn through too many skills by trading them. Good. Solidarity, pepper thing, on the scent. The question is, do you have a nimble hands here? You do. He's got a lot of... His whole deck is nimble hands. Okay, well... Have a peppery. And give me a nimble hands. There. Sounds like a job that required nimble hands. Oh, okay, I see. So he's like, I need to use nimble hands for this. Alright, let's do this. Do what you do best. I'll cover the exit. Under the cover of night, Volpain ghosted into the manor undetected. He darted through the corridors until he reached the main hall. There, in plain sight, stood the lyre in all its splendor, glinting with the moonlight. All I had to do was reach out and take it. Okay, well, we got the thing.
The second he touched the mysterious lyre, Volpan felt an ancient power flowing through him.
Huh.
Reality fractured and exploded into an infinite number of worlds, all identical and yet somehow distinct. Beyond the webs of fate, He witnessed all possible futures, resonating, vibrating, clashing. And then he saw, and he knew. He, his loved ones, his city, his kingdom, his world, everything was going to disappear, swallowed up by a cataclysm whose origin lurked behind the veil of possibilities.
Huh? The second he touched the relic, the sheer power of the visions caused poor Volpain to collapse on the spot. Leo took his unconscious friend on his back and fled the mansion, an army of guards at his heels. Hang in there, old friend. We'll get through this. I'll deal with the guards and get you to a safe place. Volpain? Volpain! He completed this mission with a few victims in the graveyard deck. For now, it won't change anything, but be aware that if you leave a trail of bodies behind you, you may have to face consequences later. We really didn't kill like anybody, though. Victory. Like, we, like, bought everybody and stuff. The relic. Volpain awoke in the forest of Ran-Saray, his head throbbing. The lyre was on the ground beside him, but Leo was nowhere to be found. Leo? Leo! Where is he? What happened? At that moment, he remembered the visions.
It can't be.
Before he had time to think, Volpain was struck with the vision of his friend in prison. A wave of despair swept over him. Leo, where are they taking him? Are they going to execute him? Oh, gods, please no. This is a Doom event card. It symbolizes tragic events that only Volpain can see, and that will lead to the world to its end. The number above the Doom event indicates how many turns you have left to prevent these events from taking place by changing the course of the tale. Each mission will cost you a turn, but don't worry. If you fail to complete a mission, you can always retry with no time penalty. I need to help him before it's too late. They must have locked him up in Eisenberg prison. This is a mission card. By selecting it, you will see its objectives and will be able to start it. The choice of which missions you complete and in what order is crucial to preventing Doom events from occurring. Missions also contain secret side objectives and choices to make that will change the way the next one unfolds, all leading to different results, and it's up to you to experiment and make the right choices to fight off fate. I'm coming, Leo. Wait, what the?
Impossible!
Volpain was struck with another flash. The smell of blood, the clash of metal, the roar of battle. A vision of a massacre yet to come. The miners' strike! Father! The militia are preparing an attack on the blockade! Lady Cattell must be behind this. I have to warn them, or they'll all be slaughtered. If I'm going to warn the miners, I'll need to find the leader, Karst. They won't budge an inch without his say-so. What have I done? This damn instrument. Volpain looked at the strange lyre with disgust. I wish I never touched the blasted thing. Maybe if I give it back to Lady Cattell, that might smooth things over. After all, a fault confessed is half redressed. If I write a letter of apology and present it to the Council of Mothers, they might be able to put pressure on Cattell and prevent her from ordering the massacre. Volpain looked at the lyre once more before packing into his saddle. Slowly, painfully, he dragged himself to his feet. All right, Volpain, you can fix this. He took a look around in an effort to get his bearings. To his left, he saw the fumes of the city rise above the trees. To his right, the silhouette of the Ferris Mount, shrouded in the acrid smoke from the mines. Better get moving. Your adventure begins now. Make your own choices and discover their consequences. Welcome to ForeTales. Oh. Yeah. Wow. What the hell? That took a turn, didn't it? I did not see that coming. Okay, I gotta tell you, so that's where we're gonna end this one for sure, but I'm kind of interested in that one. I don't know about everybody else. I'm kind of interested in that. That seemed like definitely a choose-your-own-adventure type. There seemed like, I mean, there was like 4 different missions we could take, but 2 of them had countdowns. So it's kind of like, do you go the route of apology? That takes a round. You can warn the miners, but that takes a round. You only get 2 rounds before the prisoner thing happens. That's tough. You're gonna have choices to make, and you know I love games like this. You know, it's very reminiscent of the life and suffering of Sir Brant type, which we had a hell of a good time with that one. I had considered actually playing that one again, too, on here at some point, just so we can get some videos of it. Definitely, if you guys like ForeTales, let me know if you want to see more of this. Like I said, I thought that seemed pretty cool. If you enjoyed it, feel free to put a like on the video. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date with all the cool indie stuff that we post. Like I said, we've been playing a ton of things. And, like, there's a lot of good stuff out there to show. So this was the demo. The game's currently, I think, 70% off as of this recording. So I'm probably going to pick this one up. So let me know in the comments if you guys want to see, like, an actual full playthrough of ForeTales. Well, as always, I appreciate you guys watching this. I'll catch you in the next one.